this is MoneyWise Daily. Smarter money, real life results. Biot. Let me share a story with you. A few years ago, I met a man named David. He was a software engineer in San Francisco, earning a very comfortable salary, more than most people in the US. But every month, he felt like he was barely keeping up. His rent was sky high, his groceries were expensive, and even a simple dinner out felt like a splurge. He told me, "Ken, I make good money, but I don't feel rich." Then, one day, David had an idea. He decided to try something radical. He moved to Portugal. Suddenly, his salary stretched further than he ever imagined. A nice apartment cost a fraction of what he paid in San Francisco. A meal at a great restaurant, a fraction of the price. He could afford to travel, to enjoy life, and still save more than he ever did before. This, my friend, is the power of geo arbitrage. The idea that where you live can dramatically change your financial reality. And it's not just about saving money. It's about freedom, about happiness, about living the life you truly want. Now, you might be thinking, but Ken, I can't just pick up and move to another country. And you're right, it's not always that simple. But the principle behind geo arbitrage is something we can all apply in our lives, no matter where we are. Let me tell you another story. A woman named Maria lived in New York City. She loved her job, her friends, her routine. But she was drowning in expenses. Her rent, her commute, her social life. It all added up to a life where she felt like she was running in place. She wasn't unhappy, but she wasn't truly happy either. One day, she realized something. She didn't need to live in New York to be happy. She could work remotely, she could find a place where her money went further, and she could still keep the things that mattered most to her. So she did. She moved to a smaller city, and suddenly her life transformed. She had more money, more time, and more freedom than she ever had before. Now you might be wondering, but Ken, isn't this just about moving to a cheaper place? Well, yes and no. It's about understanding the relationship between money and happiness. It's about recognizing that the cost of living in one place might be draining your energy, your joy, and your financial potential. Morgan Housel, in his wonderful book, The Psychology of Money, talks about how money is more about behavior than it is about math. And geo arbitrage is a perfect example of this. It's not just about the numbers. It's about the choices we make, the lifestyles we adopt, and the freedom we create for ourselves. Let me ask you this. What if you could live in a place where your money went twice as far? What if you could afford the things that truly matter to you without the constant stress of financial strain? That's the power of geo arbitrage. Now, I'm not saying you should pack your bags and move to another country tomorrow. But I am saying this. Start thinking about where your money is going. Start thinking about the trade-offs you're making. And start asking yourself, is this the best use of my money, my time, and my happiness? Because at the end of the day, money is a tool. And like any tool, it's only as good as the hands that wield it. If you're using it to live a life that drains you, then it's not serving you. But if you're using it to create a life that fills you with joy, with freedom, with abundance, then you're on the right path. So here's my challenge to you. Think about your own life. Think about the places you've lived, the choices you've made, and the trade-offs you've accepted. And ask yourself, is there a better way? Because there almost always is. And when you find it, you'll realize that money isn't just about numbers on a screen. It's about the life you get to live. And that, my friend, is the real power of geo arbitrage. So go out there, explore, experiment, and most importantly, live the life you truly want, because you deserve it. Jad Shabi Hot. Thanks for tuning in to MoneyWise Daily. If this sparked